tell me about this look.
It's a little precursor to what's to come. So just like take it all in.
I'm taking it all in right now. Man, congratulations on all the success. 4 nominations, Best New Artist, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 4. That's what the press release said for. Let's go, publicist is saying 4. What does that mean to you?
Sorry, I forgot that. I think it means that people like it, obviously. But it's also just like, damn, I'm sorry, I don't know if I can cuss.
You can say damn.
Damn, I'm up here with like Miss Sabrina, and I'm up here with like Miss Taylor, and I'm up here with like Camila. Like, it's cool to be around like the pop girlies, and for me, for a long time, I felt kind of on the other side of that, just because I'm a freak and like whatever. But I feel like, I really did earn my way here, and freaks deserve trophies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and on that tip, what does it mean to you that Beyonce and her GQ was like, Chappell is somebody who I'm into? Like, I love the vibe.
I love that she said I was interesting. Because, like, she's seen it all, girl. She's seen it all. And the fact that she looks at me and thinks I'm interesting is so iconic. So, I love Beyonce.
Do you have an iconic VMA moment in mind?
I was just talking about Britney and Madonna. I feel like that's the most iconic VMA moment. Yeah.
Got some new music coming up, right?
I do, yeah. I have an album coming in October. Yeah.
What can fans expect? What's this era that we're in now?
I'll show them tonight when I perform Ego Live.
The last we spoke was, I think, was it Sing 2 or Sing 3?
Yeah,
and you had just had your little one. I have a 3-year-old as well. How's it going for you?
How's it going for you?
Oh my gosh, it's a lot, man.
Exactly, that's my answer too. I love him, he's amazing. He's so smart, so funny. He keeps me on my toes, and he's definitely making sure that I don't get tired as I get older. He's keeping me, gotta keep that energy up, you know?
Yeah, 3-year-olds have thoughts and opinions about a lot of things. Does he have any thoughts and opinions about the music that you're making?
For sure. Actually, part of the reason why Ego, the single that's out right now, is a single is because we were driving in the car. I was playing some demos, and from the back seat, my son Ender goes, "Mommy, that's a good song." And I was like, all right, I'm sold. It's the one. He knew.
It's the best, too, because, like, you're in the mommy so cool phase, right?
I know. Yeah, no, he's my best friend. I love him so much.
Speaking of best friends, I saw Avon on Instagram also give you a little love when you're announcing the music. You know, what does it feel like to have the support of him when you're going through everything, all of the ups and downs of life?
I mean, Avon is the best. He's like one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. And, you know, every single day that I get to spend with him is one where I just feel like I'm with my best friend. You know what I mean? It's incredible. Yes.
You guys getting married?
I hope so.
Man, this is a little one. Want to have like a part in it?
No, definitely. Yeah, they're best friends too. They're inseparable.
Congratulations. What does it feel like to get, to be invited to the VMAs, to get the love?
Do you know what? I just Googled the stadium on the way here, and I suddenly was like, and it kind of, sometimes like you don't realize until it's actually happening, like this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. And I've grown up obviously watching the show. Kind of can't believe that I'm here tonight. It's a bit crazy.
But I mean, you played some pretty big shows, right?
Yes, well, I'm not performing, I'm presenting, but I'm still gonna, have that that nervousness thing. Yeah.
What was it like opening for Taylor?
It was insane. It was insane.
You were like an incredible piece of advice that you were just like, okay, that's great. That's great advice. I'm keeping that.
She's just always been so supportive and such a great friend. And it was just, it was an insane thing to be part of that, history-making tour.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing this all. You've got a little one at home. How are you feeling?
I do. I mean, it's just the greatest thing to go home every day and look into those little eyes. I mean, I'm just absolutely obsessed with her. So.
How old is he now?
She.
Oh, she. Sorry. How old is she?
She's 6 months.
6 months. So returning over, kind of trying to crawl?
Like turning over, kind of sitting up, trying to crawl, doing all the things. Yeah.
And I know that, as many people that have babies, you're a partner, it's like it unlocks like a new level of love. Do you look at Rob and you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I did this with you. We're a good team.
Absolutely, yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you think she'll ever want to watch any of his stuff?
I don't know.
It's hard to tell,
it's
right?
a long way in the future.
What does it mean for you to be here at the VMAs?
Man, it's a dream come true. You know, I grew up watching this every year and seeing all those crazy moments, and it's really cool to be a part of just the next generation of artists that are having an impact in music and culture. So I'm excited to be here.
What's like the iconic VMA moment in your mind?
Too many. Huh? There's too many to count. I don't know, but it's a lot. It gets messy up there. It's like WWE. Yeah.
Man, I mean, congratulations, as I said, on all the success. Is there a piece of work that you've done or like a moment that you've had over the last 12 months that's like meant the most to you?
I would say, I think the BET Awards performing there was really amazing, to be able to bring Jaquan out, to do the song with me that, it was just a full circle moment, because 20 years ago, I mean, he put out the record, and for it to be like the 20-year anniversary of that record, and it got to #2, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, man, I would love to help this song, get to #1, and it was really cool to just have that moment. And we did it the week it went #1 too, so it's like almost felt like we had to combine our powers together and just come together for one final hurrah, and worked out.
Coming together and combining powers, you and Beyonce. What's your take on her getting locked out of the CMAs?
I mean, it's definitely unfortunate. I mean, if that's something that she was really looking to receive, and that's something that she worked for, it really sucks. Because I know as an artist, you put a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of things and a lot of energy into music. But awards aren't really, they're not everything. As long as you're connecting with people and genuinely, making music that's impacting people, that's all that matters. She changed. I say she changed my life and changed the lives of other artists as well. And that's, to me, if I could do that for another artist or another person in general, you know what I mean? I'd be at peace. But
somebody that you would like to work with that you haven't had the chance.
Man, girl right behind me. This would be cool. And Chappell Roan's really cool. We ran into each other a couple times, but there's so many people out there. Wherever the wind takes me, honestly.
What's the fall got in store for you?
Just touring. We're going out with Jelly Roll. I just started my headline tour as well, and it's going really good. We just played Chicago. It was amazing. So much energy. I'm excited about it. My first tour.
You got any time for romantic relationships? I know there's some photos of you floating out there in the world. Any comment?
That's not fine. No comment.
What does it mean for you to be here?
It's awesome. This is my first VMAs, both of our first VMAs. So we're excited to see the show. I present Song of the Year tonight, so I really don't have a hard job. I can just hang.
Do you have like an iconic VMA moment in your mind?
I'm hoping to see one tonight.
I'm sure you will. If not, then you can make one for sure. You've got new music coming out. What can you tell me about it? How would you describe the era that you're in?
I'm in my back to the roots era. I feel like this record I made it in Texas, and it's really honky tonk. It's like 100% me. Yeah.
How has this guy inspired your music?
He's actually a co-writer on one of the songs on the record, so yeah.
Directly then.
I'm very lucky.
Songwriting on his resume now. He's inspired me because he's just, Brendan's like the best. He's down for anything, super happy and supportive, like in the best way, like lets me do my thing, but it's right there beside me, and it's really awesome.
You got a birthday coming up?
I do, yeah.
What are we doing for the birthday?
He's not fun, he doesn't like to
I'm probably
celebrate.
gonna cook. Honestly, that's
You're gonna do the cooking on your birthday?
yeah. That's what makes me happy.
What are you gonna make?
Probably something Italian. I have to. That's home for me. That's home.
Have anniversary plans? I know it's been what, 6 years?
6 years, January.
January.
We got married in January on purpose, so we'd always have a reason to go somewhere warm.
Yes.
So yeah.
What's the favorite spot?
We don't know. We always find a warm. We've been going to Arizona a lot lately, Scottsdale, because I do mounted shooting, and ride horses out there. So probably
January's probably gonna be
somewhere in the
Arizona.
sunshine.
I like that. Very nice, especially in January. When you guys are able to be together, I'm sure with a residency and a tour schedule, it can be difficult, but what do you guys do to stay connected when you're all over the place?
We kind of live on a date, honestly. Like, we really spend a lot of time together. We're like best friends. So even when there's time apart, we really find a way to connect and always like have date nights, which could just be watching a movie on the couch, but like really spend time together.
I should have asked this when you were talking about what you were going to make for your birthday. Is he a good cook?
He's amazing.
An amazing cook. What's his best dish?
Eggplant parm.
What does it mean for you to come to the VMAs, and do you have an iconic VMA moment in your mind? When I say VMAs, what's the first thing that pops into your brain?
Well, let's see. Just, it wasn't in an arena, and it wasn't big like this, but it was something that was new, and you knew that people would never just listen to music anymore. And now I think that it's sound bites on TikTok or, but music is always evolving, and it's very important, and it makes people happy, and that's why it's important. It's the good work. It's important.
Speaking of the evolution of music, I just interviewed Chappell Roan, who's right over there. People say that she's this decade's Cyndi Lauper. Do you see that? Do you have a reaction to that?
Well, the hair alone, come on. No, I think she looks great, and it's fun, and it's performance art. I've always loved that, and you gotta paint yourself.
You also did a song with Nicki Minaj recently. As somebody who can put on a performance, right? What was that like? What was it like working with her? How did that come about?
Well, I went to her show in Barclays. That's when I worked with her. Nowadays you don't have to be there. And I wasn't. But I did go to Barclays and sing with her. And something, the things that I fought for them, to hear her say, and I remember talking to all the girls that were in Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We were the girls. And the woman, all the women there said, I said, I want little girls to see themselves. And when Nicki Minaj said she saw someone that looked like her, and that's when she knew she could do the same thing. And, I was like, I almost cried because I fought so much to make it inclusive, because it's hard to get people, and at the risk of being a big pain in the butt. But looking at everything now, I know that was the right thing.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. So looking at pop culture, you feel optimistic about it, and yeah.
I think we all need to do the good work. So if you climb up the mountain, then make sure when you get there you have something good to say and important, so that you can lift people up, so that others, we stand on each other's shoulders. The people that came before me, I stood on their shoulders. So I think that, yes, of course, I'm optimistic about music, because music is a healing thing. You need music, and I'm going on a farewell tour, so.
Really farewell, though? Is it really farewell?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. The Girls Just Want to Have Fun farewell tour, but it's an arena tour, and it's beautiful. I'm collaborating. It's a big artist collaboration, and I'm working with Brian Burke, who's my director, and I'm collaborating with many people. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. It's a bucket list for me, because it's music and it's art, and a little glamour. And Christian, who made my suit, is also gonna collaborate with us and make me some things for stage, so it'll be glamorous.
I love the opportunity to be here. Every year is like my 4th year here, and it's really special. I hope it keeps growing and growing every year.
Do you feel like you've got an iconic VMA moment in mind?
Yes, I think the first time I won, I think my country was expecting that so much. The whole Brazil stopped for it, so I think that was an iconic moment for me.
I love that. And what's going on this fall for you?
I'm releasing some new stuff, And I think the fans already know. We did some features together, some surprise things, and I think they are expecting that for a minute.
You guys have been here before. How does it feel to be back at the VMAs?
I love the VMAs. It's always one of my favorite nights, and excited to present tonight and just be here with my sister for a fun girls' night together.
Do you guys, when you think of the VMAs, what's the most iconic moment that pops into your mind?
Probably the Britney Madonna moment, which we were there for.
I think that's one of the most iconic moments of all time, for sure.
What was it like witnessing that in person?
Dope. Hot. Iconic and hot.
I mean, pop divas, pop girls are having a moment this year, really, with like Chappell and Camila and so many, Sabrina. Is there somebody that you would love to work with?
I love that all the pop girlies are coming out right now and just really killing it. I'm so excited for my new album, Infinite Icon, and it's just amazing working with Sia, and I think it would be a lot of fun to do a song with Charlie XCX.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I love her.
What can fans expect from the album?
The album is just pop anthems, dance music, just music that really just you can feel and just love, and I'm really proud of it.
The little ones approve? Yeah. Are they old enough to like kind of get into the groove a little bit?
My daughters are Paris's biggest fans. They're like huge fangirls for Paris.
So cute. And Phoenix just started dancing, so he's always dancing to all of the songs. It's really fun.
What's it like getting all the kids together and like watching cousins form those relationships?
It's so fun having all the babies together. Love it.
It's really special just to see just all the cousins growing up together, the next generation.
Like in your mind, you would be the one to ask, what's the most iconic VMA moment of all time?
Well, I mean, the answer, I think, is Madonna in the 80s when she was rolling around like a virgin with her red eye. I mean, I think that set the tone for the show and how it was going to be quite different than the Emmys or Oscars or any other show. Since then, I think that paved the way for a lot of great moments that we've all now come to love. You know, Beyonce announcing her pregnancy, or Madonna kissing Christina and Britney. I mean, there's been so many moments.
What's been, you know, obviously you're still a part of this community. What's been the most gratifying thing about maintaining this, you know, this foot in music for you?
Well, I think it's spread out as we've gotten due to technology and social media, and you know, we don't talk to each other much like this anymore, but we're connected still, you know, digitally. And it's still great that MTV's a brand that can bring people together physically on a night like tonight, where we're not just liking each other's posts and DMing each other. We're here, we're in front of each other, we're getting to say hi, spend some time, and I think that's important.
Dude, what does it feel like to be here for you?
It's such an honor. It's a privilege, truly. I think in this year, too, with how many new artists are coming up, just to be in the fold at all, to be in the conversation at all is such an honor. I think just in general, the music, the whole culture is shifting, you know, and to be a part of that shift I could not be more grateful.
I mean, I'm sure you've been watching this show since you were young. Is there an iconic VMA moment in your mind?
Yeah, Rihanna, man, stay. I'm doing a little bit of that one too, and you know, Mickey Echo wrote on all my songs I do, you know, so I'm happy. I hope I get to make him proud with that one tonight, you know.
Is there still somebody, I mean, is there somebody that you want to work with that you haven't had a chance to work with, somebody that you want to meet that you haven't had a chance to meet?
Adele, you know, obviously, and Stevie Wonder's my #1 ultimate hero, you know. We recently got connected, and I had a little FaceTime call with him, and so I think something in the future is going to happen there. He said he's got a song, so we'll see maybe a potential Stevie thing, but he means the world to me.
That would be mad, man. That'd be crazy. When you've been, you know, with the year that you've had, are you able to put it in perspective at all?
No, man. Well, I try my best to be as present as humanly possible in moments, you know. But when you're in the middle of everything and you got your head down and working, you know, we're in the middle of tour right now. We're flying out tomorrow morning and we're hitting the stage tomorrow in Iowa. So, you know, we're just cooking, man. I'll smell the roses when I finally think I reached them, but I don't know if I'll ever feel like I reached it, you know.
Man, how does it feel to be at the VMAs?
Oh my God, it's so exciting to be here and to even have a nomination. I think it's just a crazy place where all of our artistry really gets to shine through from all over the world, so it's super inspiring room to be in.
What was your reaction when you found out you got a nomination?
I mean, my life has been very hard to describe since I got here, honestly, since signing with Def Jam and High Standards and putting out my debut EP, I've gotten so much support. It's just kind of hard to process, and I hope I just live up to it, you know? That's all I can do.
I'm sure you've been watching since you were very young, but do you have like an iconic VMA moment in mind? When you think of the VMAs, what jumps in there?
I mean, so many amazing performances. Beyonce, of course, is one of the standards, but when Britney had that snake, I mean, live snake? Give me a prop. Give me a
Madonna Kiss. Britney's responsible for a number of those.
She loves to gag us. Beyonce does as well. So yeah, I would say that.
And what's going on? What's on the horizon for you? I'm now a part of this band.
I know you are definitely. You guys are actually kind of matching with the jackets. I'm not even gonna lie to you. LOL. I'm working on my debut album, and hopefully I will have a Christmas song out this December. I'm working on that as well, and who knows what's next. But those are my two main focuses.
Man, you've been at the VMAs many times before. What's an iconic VMAs moment for you?
Man, one time Pink performance, she was floating and doing acrobatics in the air. That was one of the most iconic moments for me.
How have you seen the VMAs change?
Also, when Eminem came out with all the M&Ms and all that, that was crazy. That was real crazy. Yeah.
How have you seen the show change over the course of the year?
Just getting bigger and bigger, more diverse, more international. Tonight you're gonna hear a whole bunch of different kind of music. It's not just one genre. So it's amazing, and I'm happy to be here, man.
You have a new single coming out as well too, right?
Paradise, featuring the Brazilian queen, Anitta, and DJ Khaled, and it's amazing. It feels like a smash.
I love seeing you pop up in Jennifer Lopez's the art piece movie that she did.
I was definitely the psychiatrist. I think I'm going to be the real life psychiatrist.
Are you? Come on. You guys, what does it mean for you guys to be here and be at the VMAs?
Hey man, it feels good to be here once again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, God granted us the opportunity to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And be here once again. Yeah. We here.
Yeah, to be part of just the art and being Flav's +1 tonight is fantastic. I get a chance to look around the room and.
I mean, we in full effect like always. You know this guy. +1, man. I brought my boy to the party. He's my +1.
What is there an iconic VMA moment in your mind? What's like when you think of VMAs? What pops into your brain?
Jimmy C from Rage Against the Machine. I think he was at Video Music Awards. He climbed the tower.
Wow.
That was back in the day.
That was, yeah, I remember that. What about you? Do you have one?
Hey, yo, man, I don't even have one. I just like all the performances, man, every time I watch the VMAs.
What does it mean for you that, your music's popping up on TikTok again? People are rediscovering it in a brand new way.
Hey, let me tell you something. A lot of people are starting to realize what they've been missing out on.
You feel like the Doors, the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix. You feel like that. It's like we're in everybody's phones. We're on everybody's, YouTube's accounts and stuff like that. Music is always continues on long after you're gone. And then you got, the work that you guys do, always keeping things in perpetuity. I mean, hey, it's one of the things we always try to say and do the right thing.
But also, you do got a lot of the younger generation now from us that's really digging into those crates. When I say digging into the crates, that's mean taking it back and learning, you know what I'm saying, where this rap culture thing came from, I mean, you got some kids now that's 16 and 17 that's learning about Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, learning about the Sugar Hill Gang. They're learning about this stuff and they're understanding where, a lot of this rap, stuff came from. They're learning a lot about us, Public Enemy, you know what I'm saying? LL Cool J, everybody knows. Run DMC, everybody knows. Beastie Boys, which was our first tour ever, Licensed to Ill. Yeah. So it's the younger kids, man, digging in the crates.
And then even as a byproduct of that, you're going to the Olympics. You're having a good time. You're meeting all the families. You're supporting the athletes. Dude, what was that like for you?
Hey, man, it was great. You know what I'm saying? And I just did what my heart had me to do. You know what I'm saying? This is who God put me on this earth to be. You know what I'm saying? Word up. I've always been like that, and I'm always be like that.
Yeah. Did you see him at the Olympics, and what went through your mind when you're like, oh my God, he's really in there?
Well, he went to Paris. I was on the other side of the TV and watching the world's greatest hype man, who invented the role, be able to hype the Olympics and the Olympic team. And we even have a young superstar lady, you know, Ashley Johnson, the goalkeeper. She's here somewhere, and to be able for her to get some of this energy is showing that the future is always for great young people doing the right thing.
What was it like doing that specific, the retirement house?
It was so cool. They are such good people. They so funny. Like they act like they our age still, and so it was just great. I used to do stuff like that back in the day before I got big. My mama used to have us like going to retirement homes to do, you know what I'm saying?
Were you surprised when you go in there, maybe you got an idea, but then when you see how they're reacting to it, were you a little bit surprised, or did you know that they were going to get down?
No, I was kind of surprised because they were so hip to everything. Like, they was hip to everything. And I taught them some Memphis lingo, so that was one of my favorite parts. Yeah.
Congratulations on the nominations. What is it like? What does it feel like for you to get that love from the MTV, from the viewers, from the fans?
I feel great. I feel blessed and highly favored. I owe it all to God and to my fans. Big part of my success, and I just feel great about it. I'm super grateful.
One of those fans is Beyonce, and she said so in GQ. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
What was your reaction?
Screamed every time. Every time something got something to do with me and Beyonce, I scream. Like, I love Beyonce. That's my favorite person in the world of all time.
I mean, what would it mean to you to like get in the booth with her?
We gonna pray that it happen. Like, that's one of my. After I do that, everything in my life is complete. I love Beyonce.
Ben, you've been here before. What does it mean for you to be back?
It actually means a lot to be back. Every opportunity that we get to do what we love and be celebrated and honored and receive our flowers for it, it's a blessed thing. It's a blessed moment. It's a blessed day. It's a blessed time.
You have an iconic VMA moment. Do you remember a time you were here watching something go down, you were like, oh, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life?
Me performing on stage here with Diddy and Usher and Pharrell doing Pastor Cavassier. Yeah, that was pretty much a frenzy-ish night. And it not only was a frenzy in the old awards show ceremony, but I think we bust everybody's ass on that stage that night.
Do you have an iconic moment?
I gotta agree with my pops. Definitely the Pharrell, him, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doing that. That whole moment right there was definitely iconic for VMA itself, and just seeing that growing up and being able to watch that and absorb that energy even through the screen, definitely a monumental moment for sure.
By the way, in case you're wondering who this young gentleman is, this is my new business partner and new artist. His name is Trillion. Got one of the biggest records out right now called 10 p.m. in Miami. It's number 35 on the Billboard chart. His company is called Breadwinners Entertainment. Very proud of this young man. He's still in college, still got a regular job, and he's still out here chasing his dream.
Yes. Man, congratulations on that. And congratulations to you on the fitness journey.
Oh, thank you so much, brother. I'm the happiest, the healthiest, the most peaceful, and filled with probably the most joy that I never even knew existed before making the lifestyle changes that was needed and necessary. Not just for me, but for my family. Word.
You look good. Is there like a goal in mind?
Nah, I mean, I think I've already gotten to my goal. I think the goal at this point is just to upkeep it and just make sure that it's not a regimen to I don't like using the word regimen. I like the lifestyle change, word, a choice of word. And that's the thing, for me to just make sure that I continue to move onward and forward. Stay productive and don't regress.
I'm gonna ask this. I know we're with family, but like I read that it was like an asthma attack during a very intimate moment.
No, it wasn't almost an asthma. I don't have asthma, but it felt like there was a breathing, a little challenge with breathing, and it was a real personal moment, and it was a very defining moment, because when you with your woman for so long, and they fell in love with you one way, when they've known you and been with you for so many years. When you let yourself go and then you got to hear that real conversation, it's not even about other people hearing it. It's a direct conversation with you, quiet space, intimate moment. You're gonna sponge that up in a very real way, and it's gonna either make you or it's gonna break you. It definitely made me into a whole nother machine out here.
Yes. What did it do for the intimacy? But now I think I got my answer.
Well, that ain't nobody's business. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't hear nobody complaining. I got 6 of them running around.
What does it feel like to you to be at the VMAs?
It feels unbelievable, man. It feels unbelievable. My first time was last year. It's my second time. When I got nominated somehow. I don't know how that happened, but I woke up that day. Manager called me, flipped the lid. Now we're here. I'm still on the high.
What's the most iconic VMAs moment in your mind?
Oh my God. There's so many deep paparazzi Lady Gaga performance. Hands down, it has to be. With the blood and oh my God, the gasps from the audience.
And then, what's the fall looking like for you?
So I just finished a tour and now I'm working on my next album, but I do have a little, I'm from Canada and I haven't said anything about this, I'm probably gonna be yelled at for saying this, but I got a little Canadian tour coming up, it's like a homecoming moment, it's like 8 stops, and it's gonna be so nice to end the year.
I mean, man, you guys have been a part of the MTV family for a long time now. What does it mean to you to keep coming back to the VMAs?
It's unbelievable. I mean, listen, we turned 15 Minutes of Fame into 15 years. So Mom and Dad are getting out on a date night. Eminem's opening up the show. You know, Jersey Shore premieres in September 19th, so we're pretty excited.
I mean, as you said, 15 years. Is it shocking to you that you guys are still doing it?
It is very shocking. Yeah, it's definitely an against all odds story. But you know what? The fans love us. They've grown up with us. The ratings are amazing, and we're going to keep making shows as long as the fans are going to keep watching.
The other day that Nicole said that the producers were the ones who told the cops to arrest her. Is that not true?
I don't. You know what? I heard about that, and it could be very highly likely true, possibly. Yeah.
My question off of that was, how have you guys changed over the course of the 15 years? Do you guys feel more confident and comfortable in the way that the show is shot, and just as adults to know, like, look, I'm in control of the storyline here?
I mean, it's definitely a family at this particular point, cast and crew. And, you know, the dynamic between the cast is really amazing. We're like brothers and sisters. So we're very comfortable to each other. We probably could finish each other's sentences, you know? And also, even the bosses, too. We're very, very close with them. And they're, you know, legends in the game. So we're excited to just keep this thing, you know, moving downstream.
The iconic VMA moment in your mind?
Ooh, like the one that sticks out to me is when Courtney Love threw her shoe at Madonna. Like, it wasn't technically at the awards, but it was like the red carpet. That sticks out to me.
Congratulations on all the success. I hope you're like, what's on the horizon for you?
We got a second iteration of Stripped, my one-woman show. It'll be coming out September, October 2025. I'm doing a UK tour in 2 days. So yeah, keep a watch out.
Man, how does it feel to be back at the VMAs?
It's always nice. It feels like home right now. So it's always a beautiful place to be.
In your mind, what's the most iconic VMA moment?
Well, there's been many. Britney and Madonna, it's always a big one to remember.
It's a big one.
Yeah, but there's always more to make, so.
What's going on with you these days? What's on the horizon for you?
I'm working on something for sure. I think I'm teasing something right now. So September 27th, something's gonna happen, something big for me.
People should be paying attention around September 27th. Is there somebody that you would love to work with that you haven't had a chance to work with?
Well, there's a lot of people. Like there's Benson, he's great. Chappell Roan, she's amazing. There's so many good artists, so many good young artists. So it's always beautiful to see artists collaborate, and would be a pleasure for me.
Man, you've been a part of the MTV family for a long time. So like in your mind, what is the most iconic VMA moment?
Okay, so there's been a few, but I was there when Lil Mama came on stage with Jay-Z, and it was very random. Shout out to Lil Mama. That was a bold moment, but that's what I come for the VMAs for. Like literally, we know that there's gonna be a crazy moment like that every year, so I can't wait to see what that crazy moment is tonight.
What's going on with you? How's your little one?
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. My dad's actually babysitting her right now. She's here with us in New York, and my dad lives here, thank God. So she's with Grandpa while we're here.
How old?
She's gonna be 2 2 in November.
Yeah, it's funny. She's about to be 2, but our show, The West Coast Hustle, just premiered, and she was only like, what, 8 months then? So people are all seeing her now as a little baby, but she's grown so much already. Yeah.
Like as a 2-year-old.
The terrible 2s are definitely kicking in. She's a little sassy Scorpio, so.
She's running the house.
She runs us.
The world.
No.
She runs the world.
She's the star of our show, The West Coast Hustle. If you watch the show, like you'll see, like it's Bowie's show.